Hello and welcome back to the Creating Value Alliance web series. I'm Harmeet Kaur, a member of the Creating Value Alliance and career and college counselor from Bangalore, India, and your host for this series. The Creating Value Alliance is a forum designed to help executives, leaders, and their companies grow professionally by creating greater value for their customers and organizations. The knowledge and experience of our experts are vast. And through this web series, we aim to give you a taste of that ocean of wisdom. Today, our expert is Alberto Aleo, a renowned person in the marketing field, and he started his managerial career, which lasted about 10 years, covering the role of marketing manager and sales director in well-known Italian companies. The start of Passodue project in 2011 marked the turning point of his career, allowing him to provide his customers with all the experience acquired in the field of marketing and marketing strategy. Mr. Alberto, welcome to this session and thank you so much for giving your valuable time to Creating Value Alliance. Over to you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Alberto Aleo, one of the founders of Passodue, a consulting and training company focused only on business ethics. We help business create an ethical process in sales, marketing, and leadership. I'm happy and grateful to the Creating Value Alliance for inviting me to join this educational project on the topics we really care about.
Yes. So I will keep the format in a little bit of Q&A, right? So that we have some focused answers for our audience. And the first question that comes to you is it possible to create shared value in sales?
Many people still see sales as a win-or-lose situation. Customer want to pay less from one side, and company want to earn more from the other side. But this view is too simple. In really both the buyer and the seller are looking for more than just good price or high profit. Customer also care, for example, about how they are treated, the value behind the brand and the trust they feel. At the same time, companies understand that making money depends on meeting real needs and building lasting relationships. Sales can create shared value when both sides benefit. It's not a battle. It's a chance to grow together.
Yes, very well said. Eventually, it's the customer. But when we are clear in our heart as an organization, we can always win the customer. Yeah. So connected to this, because we are talking about sales, and sales is a job where ethics or ethical or unethical behavior plays and can carry our minds, right? So in that context, what do you mean by sales ethics?
When we wrote the first edition of Sales Ethics in 2014, our book, we realized that there wasn't a clear definition of sales ethics. So after a lot of thinking and research, we tried to define this idea of sales ethics working on 4 key points. The first is that the salesperson needs to help the customer to understand what they really need, even when the customer isn't fully aware of it. The second point is that the salesperson should know the value of what they are offering and be able to clearly communicate it. Belief in product builds confidence. The third point is that sales should be a meeting point between the customer goals and the company goals, not a conflict. The fourth and the last point is that the relationship is key. Trust, honesty, and openness are essential for ethical selling.
Yes. ethics do play a role, and it's more about the person inside, whatever role you do, right? And very beautifully, you highlighted the 4 areas through which we can maintain sale ethics, right? Now, when we move from when, let's say, these sales in the sales, when ethics are being followed, then which elements of a sales negotiation contribute to enhancing the shared value?
From our experience, 2 things make the biggest difference. First, understanding emotional needs, not just the material needs, and then building trust. Customer don't only look at a price or a technical feature. They also care about how they feel during the sales. They want to trust the person they are buying from, and they want the product or service to reflect their values. When a company truly listens and understands these deeper needs, it can offer more meaningful value. Sales become a process of connecting people, not just closing deals. Trust is at the center of this. It grows over time. It can't be forced. That's why we use a model that we call the circle of trust to show how trust is built during sales. And we help company to move step by step in this circle that you can see now in the image.
Yeah, in fact, being in the education and training space, I do follow some assessments, and there's one assessment where we have an assessment to find out the sales competencies in professionals. And when we look at that assessment, it not only starts from opening the sales, but it also lasts till the end, where the after sales support is equally important. So trust is not just at the beginning, but that last piece is not going to happen till that circle of trust is complete.
Exactly.
Yes? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So definitely trust plays an important role, and sales can be done in all building the confidence of the customer. When we do this, what do you see? What are the main prejudices organizations have about adopting sales ethics approach?
Many companies still see sales as a battle to win. They believe that a salesperson should be clever and trying to beat the customer to close the deal. They also think that being ethical means being weak or losing money. But this is a big misunderstanding. If you lie, if you break promises or manipulate clients, it hurts your reputation and leads to lost sales and trust. Something that ethics only matters in the long terms, but in fact, a company's reputation affects business immediately. Customer today can quickly learn about how a company behaves and share that information online, for example. So ethics create value from the very start. And if you are unethical, you can destroy value from the beginning.
Yeah. So especially when we look at the Creating Value Alliance, we say creating value at every step, working inside the organization with the internal people and working outside the organization with the customers, with all the stakeholders around. So, and in that sense, definitely sales is the key function, because that's what keeps the business alive and thrive. And their ethics definitely should be the starting piece, that we will do this function ethically. Yeah.
Exactly.
Very nice.
Exactly.
So please help us understand what type of organizations then seek your services.
Okay. Usually our firm work with 3 kinds of organizations. First are the ethical companies that want better results. This company already care about ethics, but they need to help turning that in effective sales strategy. They may talk about their values, but they struggle to connect with the customer, and we help them to be more persuasive, to transform in sales behaviors these ethical values. The second kind of clients we talk are the non-profit and social organization. This group often don't like the idea of selling per se. So they think that selling goes against their value, but selling doesn't have to be aggressive or selfish. So we teach them how to communicate their value clearly and honestly without feeling like they are doing something wrong or they are betraying their main values. The last kind of people that ask for sales ethics services or sales ethics training are the traditional profit-focused companies or organizations. These companies can be skeptical at first. They think that ethics is just another marketing tools, another way to collect and communicate better. But over time, they see that treating people with respect improve sales really and results and makes their team more motivated. Once they try ethical selling, usually they don't want to go back to the old-fashioned.
Excellent, very nice. But that was quite an eye-opener when you said the non-profit organizations also come to you and seek guidance on not doing sales, but still talking about the good work that they do. Right?
Exactly.
That's very interesting. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, very nice. So I think it was so beautifully, simply, the whole concept of sales ethics is what you have put across. And even by doing sales ethically, we can create value, and we continue to create value in a big way when we follow this. It's a principle that organizations can follow, right? And when they start with that principle, it acts as a guiding line to continue to grow and to connect with the right set of people, because that's what the magnet is then.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
It was very beautifully, you explained the simplistic way to create value in the sales ethics profession. Thank you once again. We will we'll come back to you when we hear from our audience what more information, what more words of wisdom they want to hear from you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.